Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Devin Skillian. Karen is on assignment today. First at 4, we are definitely in the calm before the biggest snowstorm of the season. We better get ready. Some of us are going to see about a foot of snow. Of course, we need to be prepared for that. Meteorologist Andrew Humphrey kicking us off with the first forecast. Andrew, it's the biggest we've seen in a while.
That's right. Might as well call it what it is, too. It's the Groundhog Day snowstorm of 2022. Now, it's not here yet, but here's my timeline I've got for you so far. From now through most of Tuesday, we're just fine. We still have beautiful sunshine out there. And this snowstorm is actually going to start off with some chilly rain showers late Tuesday into Tuesday night. But as colder air moves in, snowy and hazardous conditions develop quickly for Wednesday morning through the rest of Wednesday into Thursday, all the way through Thursday night. That's why we have a winter storm watch, not in effect now. It goes into effect for Detroit, all of southeast Michigan, from the Thumb down to the Ohio border, starting Wednesday morning, and it does not end until 11 p.m. Thursday night. Currently, we've got 28 degrees. Look how beautiful it is. Sure, it's cold out there, but we've got blue skies, sunshine, wind chills that are just a little bit lower than the actual temperature. And we're fine this evening as well. Maybe some clouds increasing, temperatures decreasing. Just bundle up and stay warm. But get ready for snowfall that will amount to 6 inches, 8 inches, even more. On this model right here, between 8 and 14 inches from the Thumb down to the Ohio border right here in southeast Michigan. Coming up shortly, I'll give you a close-up view and detail this neighborhood by neighborhood in terms of snow totals and timing for this big snowstorm.
All right, Andrew, and of course, we're all prepping to help you get through this winter blast. Coming up at 5 o'clock, Help Me Hank, mapping out the city of Detroit's snow removal guarantee. What does that promise really mean? And in our 6 o'clock report, how local road crews are preparing for this big snow. Hope you'll join us for Local 4 News, both at 5 and 6. All right, next here, though, on First at 4, tomorrow is a big day for everyone connected with Beaumont hospitals. The big merger between Beaumont Health and Spectrum Health officially kicks in. The hospitals say federal regulators have given them the green light to move forward. For now, the combined company is going to be called BHSH System. Beaumont has 33,000 workers in Metro Detroit. Spectrum dominates Western Michigan with another 31,000. We're tracking a few headlines dealing with coronavirus as well. And we've got an update from the FDA on a vaccine and improving numbers in the state of Michigan. State's recorded another 21,000 infections, but that's over the past 3 days. So that brings the daily average down to just above 7,000. Last week, you'll recall that number was almost twice that. It was hovering around 13,000. The 7-day positivity rate has dropped another 2%. It's now down to 27%, still troublingly high. And sadly, the state is reporting another 65 virus-related deaths, that since Friday. Moderna says federal regulators have now given its COVID vaccine full approval. That means the FDA has completed its rigorous review of the shot. The Moderna vaccine was given an emergency use authorization in 2020 and has since been given to tens of millions of Americans. The FDA granted full approval to Pfizer's vaccine in August. Johnson & Johnson, by the way, has not yet applied for a full approval of its vaccine. Students in the Detroit Public Schools Community District were back in the classrooms today, the first time that's happened in about a month. We've got video from Burton International Academy on Detroit's west side. Parents had to sign a consent form allowing their children to be tested for COVID regularly. 92% of the students returned that consent form. Students who don't will have to continue with virtual learning. We're working up a story on what this first day back has been like. We'll have that in a live report coming up at 5 o'clock. A possible plea deal for the father and son convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery has led to a passionate debate. Arbery's parents are furious, with his father saying, quote, he's mad as hell. Kimberly Gill has been following this routine court hearing that took a not-so-routine turn, Kim.
You're right, Devin. Good afternoon to you. We need to point out right away, this possible plea deal has to do with the federal hate crime charges being faced by Travis and Greg McMichael. There was a court filing late Sunday before today's hearing. The deal will allow the McMichaels to serve the first 30 years of their life sentences in federal prison instead of a Georgia state prison. Most observers agree conditions are tougher in state prisons, and Arbery's mother is not happy with the distinction. The hate crime charges accuse the McMichaels and William Roddy Bryan of violating the civil rights of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery when they chased him through a Georgia neighborhood and shot him to death. Arbery's parents say they've been fighting to get justice for their son, and the plea deal doesn't measure up.
I fought so hard to get these guys in state prison. And once I gave them, I told them very, very adamantly that I wanted them to go to state prison and do their time that Judge Wamsley gave them back on the 7th of January. And then I got up this morning and found out that they had accepted this ridiculous plea. Very disrespectful.
The proposed plea agreements do not mention William Bryan, and the federal deals would not affect the state murder convictions in the case. With all 3 defendants sentenced to life in prison for now, the judge is continuing preparation for trial, with the first 50 potential jurors summoned to the courthouse on February 7th for questioning. So, Devin, a lot here to unpack.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted, though.
You got it. All right, KG.
Sure.
The death of a former Miss USA has shocked a lot of people across the country and around the world. 30-year-old Chesley Christ seemed to have everything: beauty, brains, and of course a lot of success. New York police suspect, though, she committed suicide by jumping off of a luxury high-rise. Paula Tutman shows us how terrible pain can be hidden and what to look for to spot someone in need. Paula.
Beauty, brains, education, accomplishment. It leaves so many people scratching their heads and saying, why? Why her? Chesley Christ, a recent Miss USA, TV personality, attorney with deep ties in the community. Jordan Burnham knows that feeling well. When he was an athlete, popular at school, yet he wore a mask.
I attempted suicide when I was 18.
Now the director of training at Minding Your Mind and a speaker willing to take others inside suicide. He remembers the 2.5 seconds before trying to end his life as blindly hopeless, unable to see the light of future. He remembers the 2.5 seconds it took to stop the pain. And he remembers the 2.5 seconds when he realized he survived the attempt.
Being in the hospital, it was pretty much guaranteed that I would never get out of a hospital bed, that I would never walk again, that I would never get my physical life back. So when I woke up and I realized what happened and that this was a suicide attempt and I did survive, I was just grateful.
Dana Lessenby is the CEO and executive director of Oakland Community Health Network, which provides a variety of services throughout the metro area.
We're all good covers for ourselves, and we put on a good face and we fake it till we make it. And then some of us carry that pain and it gets deeper and deeper. They become hopeless.
Our experts say there's a difference between a bad day, a streak of bad days, and pain that leads someone to a path to want to end that pain. And it often starts with small patterns.
What we know about people who die by suicide is that they often give things away, or they say goodbye, or they start to sort of isolate a little more.
Dr. Michelle Reed is the chief medical officer at CNS Healthcare, which also provides a variety of mental health services in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties.
I've seen it in terms of people, not necessarily a psychiatric problem, a new onset of a medical problem, like a new onset of a diagnosis of cancer. The loss of a family member, the loss of a job, some substance use disorder. They may not even be people that are in formal treatment.
And if you see these patterns or triggers, even with a bright smile on the outside, better to speak up and offend than to keep your concerns to yourself.
When I think of hope, I think of being in a dark room. All you need is that little crack in the door of just a beam of light, knowing that you're not alone. And I think that whenever we say just hold on, but especially just for today, I think that can seem like a more attainable goal for so many people who are struggling.
Yeah, you know, and everyone I spoke to today said also, if you suspect someone even slightly, that you don't have to go full on and you don't have to be aggressive, but confront them and ask very, very specific questions, demand very specific answers, and just hang with them to be sure, so you won't be sorry. And by the way, on clickondetroit.com, our web guru, Ken Haddad, has put together a series of resources. So if anybody has any questions at all, we've got a lot of information right there for you.
Yeah.
Devin?
Yeah, highly recommend that. All right, Paula.